From Hollywood, the heart of the entertainment world, the Hollywood Palace, with your host, Maurice Chevalier. Tonight, the Powell Kids, Jim Conway, Dave Parker, James Powell, Rowan and Martin, the Stanics, Andre Cajon and Company, Les Brown and the Hollywood Palace Orchestra. All brought to you by
the complete line of Raid bug killers for both indoor and outdoor use. Raid kills bugs dead. And by light, bold, clean-tasting Pepsi-Cola, the official drink of today's generation. Come alive. You're in the Pepsi generation. We'll return to the Hollywood Palace after this word from one of our sponsors.
Come alive, come alive. You're in the Pepsi generation. Come alive, come alive. You're in the Pepsi generation.
Today's new kind of living calls for two kinds of Pepsi-Cola. Famous regular Pepsi with a taste that's bold, clean, inviting. And new Diet Pepsi with the same honest-to-Pepsi taste and less than a calorie a bottle. Either way, Pepsi belongs to your generation.
Come alive. You're in the Pepsi generation.
And now, from the Hollywood Palace, here is your host, Maurice Chevalier.
Good evening and welcome to the Hollywood Palace. I have come and gone from Hollywood for more than 35 years. And I've always been very happy to be back here, you see. I don't think I had ever seen a more beautiful place than California in those days, you see. The people were so warm, the warmth of it, the sunshine of it. I was invited to their homes almost every night. And after I was here a couple of years, I also met some men. Great men, you see. My first picture in 1928 was called Innocence of Paris. And I sang several songs in it, all written by Dick Whiting and Leo Robin. One of those songs, after a few weeks, became #1 song all over the world. It is a song that I've kept in my heart because it started my love affair with America. It is a song called Louise, and of course I would not think to sing it to you because you've heard it so often, but I'm going to ask you to hum it with me, you see, here in the theater, please, and also, if possible, all over the country, in the living rooms, to hum it together as a kind of a friendly contact, right? Okay, we start. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ya la di la di da da ya da da Now we have an exciting act in which a girl stands on one end of a teeter-board and 6 fellows jump on the other end and toss her high in the air. She's very pretty, very pretty. So I'll be standing in the wings, ready to catch her if they miss. The Staneks. Here is one of the most difficult of all balancing feats, originated by the Staneks. 3-man, high, head to feet. Now, a 4-man high leap by Liana Stanek, the only woman in the world to do it. This one. Thank heaven. All bigger, get bigger every day. Thank heaven for little girls. They grow up in the most delightful way. Well, this is not only one of This is not only one of my favorite songs, but a perfect description of a girl who has grown up in show business in a delightful way. Miss Jane Powell.
heard you whisper my name, come dance with me. I float to the ceiling, my senses go reeling, your smile is mine. I thrill to the fabulous feeling, the world is mine. The music enraptures and captures my heart, come dance with me. While I tell the secret they wouldn't impart before. So let's keep on dancing forever. I could never want some more. My darling, it's heaven on earth when you dance with me.
To you. Ah, yes. A good hollow wall makes any house home, sweet home.
Not anymore. New Raid Ant and Roach Killer with penetrating vapor. Follows bugs home and kills them dead. Walls that hide bugs may look solid, but Raid's penetrating vapor goes right through cracks and crevices, like this white vapor does, and kills bugs dead. Outside the walls, Raid's residual action spells death to bugs even weeks after you spray. Inside the walls, Raid's new penetrating vapor follows bugs home and kills them dead. So get Raid Ant and Roach Killer with penetrating vapor, created by Johnson Wax.
When a French sailor is away on leave, he goes out looking for anything he can find, you see. With American sailors, it must be different, because here is one who spent his 3-day pass rehearsing for his act for the Hollywood Palace. He is one of the stars of McHale's Navy. And here he is, Team Conway.
Since our show deals with the service, I thought it might be interesting to take this time to discuss some of the history of our different military forces. Do you want to save your applause until the end? You do. Let's press on. First of all, I'd like to talk about the Army. The first United States Army was formed in the year 1498. It consisted of 11 men and 208 women. It wasn't a particularly effective army. However, it was a happy army. I think this is brought out in Colonel Fraser's handbook titled Fun in the Barracks. Also, just because this army was very small, they did win several major battles. However, a lot of times the giggling would give away their positions. There was no organized navy at this time. However, there were 6 guys in the army who could float. I always throw that in for a change of pace. Now I'd like to talk about our Air Force. Our first Air Force was established in the year 1508. Unfortunately, there were no airplanes at this time. However, they didn't want to tell the cadets because they'd already hired the hall for the spring formal. They did have an extensive training program, though. They had a 100-foot tower. Now, the cadets would climb this 100-foot tower, strap a pair of wings to their arms, and then dive headfirst off the tower. The cadets learned one thing from this jump, that it was stupid. This is brought out in Cadet Morgan's book called Flying is for the Birds. He wrote this book following his first jump off the tower, and I think it's interesting to note that he typed the entire thing with his feet. Not so interesting. Now, let's talk about some of our early weapons. Here's an early weapon. This was the first weapon of the Army. It was called a gun. It worked very simply. You merely took it like this, threw it at the enemy, and yelled bang. Later, they devised a gun with a silencer. It worked the same way, only it didn't yell bang. Now let's talk about our rockets. This is the first American rocket. Correction, it's the second American rocket. The first one, an engineer took it home to work on it, and his dog buried it. They had trouble with the astronauts in some of the early launchings because the rockets were so small, the astronauts had to get on them instead of in them. And before they filed those points off, I guess it was pretty painful. Let's talk now about some of our spy equipment. Spy equipment, part 1. What does this look like to you? Well, it looks like an ordinary 50-cent piece. However, it's our new secret camera. This camera is capable of taking 30 pictures and developing them instantly. So I'd like to show you how this works. If you'll all get together, I'll take your picture. It is easy to conceal, as you can see, because it... oh boy, this is an ordinary 50-cent piece. I must have given a waitress a camera for a tip. Well, anyway, in closing, I'd like to leave you with this thought. In order to obtain world peace and stop all the fighting, we've got to stop fighting so much. Well, that's the end. You can applaud now.
Ladies and gentlemen, a delightful brother and sister team, the Kids.
We're on our way. We're on our way. Hey, where can we go?
Oh, how about Swanee?
Swanee, we're on our way. Swanee, how I love you, my dear old Swanee. I'd give the world to be among the folks in CIXIE. I know my mammy sits way story down by the Swanee. The folks up north will see me no more when I get to that Swanee shore. See them shuffling along. See them shuffling along. You take your best pal, your real gal. Go down to the levee. I'll head to the levee and join the music and song. See them shuffling along. It's simply great. Wait for the levee. Wait for the Robert E. Lee. Rock-a-bye your baby with a Dixie melody. When you croon a tune from the heart of little sheep, just take that cradle Mary mine, right on that bass conviction line, and swing it from Virginia. We come on, my lady, sing that song again for me. Soft and low, just as though you had the I'll fill you baby kisses, I'll deliver. If you will only sing that Swanee River. Rock-a-bye, you rock-a-bye, baby. With the Dixie. Oh, with the Dixie. I'll say for the Dixie. I will the Dixie melody.
Ready for a break? Try something different for a change. Turn to Salem Filter Cigarettes for a taste that's springtime fresh.
Turn to Salem, you'll enjoy that springtime taste. Turn to Salem, for a taste that's springtime fresh.
Discover Salem, the largest selling menthol cigarette in America. Salem brings you rich tobacco taste, menthol soft flavor. Salem flavor refreshes your taste.
Try something different for a change. Turn to Salem, you'll enjoy that springtime taste. Turn to Salem, for a taste that's springtime fresh.
A fellow from my hometown who made good in the Hollywood Palace last season is back again tonight. I know him very well because we appeared together in a Royal Command performance in London a few years ago. And so it is with great pleasure that I present André Taon with his talented company.
Everybody's waiting. Now we should start. Will you please wait for her? She's always late. Well, never mind. Let's go. Maestro, s'il vous plaît.
Si vous voulez danser avec nous, la galopée de reculer votre pied là, là, et ramener le derrière celui qui précède, puis tourner, puis sauter là, là. Gardez bien la cadence et souriez. Continuez ainsi et n'oubliez jamais que si vous voulez danser avec nous, la galopée de reculer votre pied là, là. Puis ramener le derrière celui qui précède, puis sauter là, 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 là,
What's your name?
Nathalie.
Natalie, it's a nice name. Do you mind if I call you Nat?
Oh, oui, Monsieur Chevalier, I don't mind at all, but only if I can call you Momo.
You're from France?
Oh, yes, I am.
What part?
Well, all of me. You see, Monsieur Chevalier, I have seen all of your pictures, and you are my favorite movie star.
You must have been watching The Late Show, eh? Did I say something funny?
Oh, no, but André Clown is down there tickling my foot. You know, Monsieur Chevalier, there is something that I really like about you. It's your real French singing. And would you please sing something for me?
Yes, of course.
In French?
In French? Mais naturellement, voyons. J'attendrai. Ton retour, j'attendrai, car l'oiseau qui s'enfuit vient chercher l'oubli dans ton nid. Le temps passe et court en battant tristement dans mon cœur si lourd. Et pourtant, j'attendrai ton retour. I suppose you've seen the fellow at the ringside table in the nightclub who's had one too many and tries to get into the act. He's called the heckler. What if, say, Richard Burton were to play a nightclub with his version of Hamlet? Well, here are Rowan and Martin to show you what might take place with Rowan and Martin. By the shores of Gitchy Googie.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi there.
Good evening.
Hi.
Good evening in the nature of
I'm from Akron, Ohio. I'm here on a convention.
Shakespeare's play.
I'm your roto-rooter man.
Gordon Grove. Certainly one.
You cram it, Will Ram.
You know, sir, I don't believe you know where you are nor who I am.
Well, that's 2 out of 2.
My name is Burton.
Burton, I knew a Burton in Toledo. Ran off with the tailor's wife.
You said, I believe, that you're from someplace in Ohio?
Akron, Ohio.
Yes. Well, I've never visited Ohio, but certainly in Ohio. They must have some culture.
Name one.
Possibly you can pick something up tonight. This...
I'm a married man, sir. I gave my wife a Jaguar for Christmas. It ate her. I got about 800 feet of color film on it, too.
This is an excerpt from the great play Hamlet the Scene, which ends Act 2. Hamlet's very confused. You'll remember that at this time he has only recently returned home, and ever since he's been at home, his mother's been trying to send him abroad. And now...
I used to get tinker toys.
He begins this famous soliloquy with these immortal lines. Oh, what a rogue and peasant slave am I.
You look like a guy that sold me a Kaiser.
Fiction in a dream of passion could
Taller fellow.
His visage wan, tears in his eyes. Distraction
You
is
sing the whiff and booth song?
A broken
Little lad, let us our way.
His whole function, suiting with forms to his conceit and all for nothing.
I'm a little hungry.
Or Hecuba.
How's the ice cream in this joint?
What's Hecuba to him? Or he to Hecuba the...
Hey!
Or he to...
I'm talking to you. How's the ice cream in this joint?
The ice cream in this hotel is just as pure as the girl of your dreams.
I'll get a bottle of beer.
Throw on the stage with tears and plead the general ear with horrid speech.
I'm so high my hair hurts.
Speak like John of Dreams, unpregnant of my God. Queen upon whose property and most dear life a damned...
You watch your language!
Am I a coward?
I think so. For 3 weeks, would you remember me?
I feel I can safely assure you, sir, that I shall never forget you.
If you didn't see me for 2 weeks, would you remember me?
Certainly.
If you didn't see me for a week, would you remember
Yes.
me? If you didn't see me for a day, would you remember me?
Yes.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
You forgot already.
sir.
That's the driest beer I've ever had.
Please. Sir, would you do a favor for me?
I'd be more than happy.
Would you mind coming over to the microphone? I'd like to ask you a question.
Which way is it?
Well, this is the microphone.
Well, you got a deal.
Just like to point out to you, you sat over there and destroyed my nightclub debut.
Oh, pshaw.
Well, I felt just as strongly about it. I'd like to ask if you have finished. If there's
Yes.
You're all through. Oh. So am I. Why don't you say goodnight to a wonderful audience?
Good night, and thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Have to take Jimmy home. His stomach's upset.
I've got Pepto-Bismol tablets.
Pepto-Bismol tablet?
New chewable Pepto-Bismol tablets work like Pepto-Bismol liquid. Both give you the same protective coating action, like this, that works to soothe away distress in your stomach and restore control to lower tract. Feel good again fast with new good-tasting Pepto-Bismol tablets and Pepto-Bismol liquid.
You can't get rid of weeds by cutting off the tops. You have to get to the root. Same with athlete's foot. And you can get to the root of athlete's foot with NP27. NP27 cream or liquid penetrates deep below skin surface to root out fungus that causes athlete's foot. Relieve pain and itching. Promote healthy tissue.
Get to the root of athlete's foot with NP27.
And now for a Dutch treat. And our share is on the house. From Holland comes a man with much talent and many hats, and an amazing impression of a famous little comedian. Ladies and gentlemen, Dave Parker.
Perk up your portable radio with dependable Ever-Ready transistor batteries. Ever-Ready batteries have power to spare. Unknown brands just aren't the same.
Perk up your portable.
Perk up your portable.
Hear all the fun that's on the air. Hear the music and the news. Hear them better when you use Ever-Ready batteries with power to spare.
Baby brother's protected against mosquitoes, but is she? Sure she is, with 612, the insect repellent that acts like an instant mosquito net. 612 protects you hour after hour, goes where you go to keep bugs from biting. So when warm weather brings out the bugs, it's time for you to bring out 612. It's the instant mosquito net that keeps bugs from biting. Get 612 insect repellent in spray, liquid, or stick. 612, products of Union Carbide.
A little while ago, I made a picture in Hollywood, a picture called I'd Rather Be Rich. It's a nice title. And with also some very, very fine artists with me. There was Robert Goulet, there was Andy Williams, and a very, very young and talented, attractive American dish called Sandra Dee. And the picture went very fine. We were very happy all together. And when I went back to Paris, I told my friends that I had just made a picture with Sandra Dee. And all my friends said, Sandra Dee? And you know, there was no such fuss to make about it because in the picture I made with Sandra Dee, I was playing the part of her grandfather. I know, it's better to be the grandfather of Sandra Dee than to be the grandfather of Sophie Tucker. Although, mind you, we are very good friends with Sophie. We've known each other for 40 years now, you see. Each time we see each other, we respect each other very much. Each time we see each other, we hug, you know. We hug and we kiss, but it's one thing to hug Sophie Tucker, you see, and it's another thing to hug Sandra Dee. You know what I mean, huh? When you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. When you're laughing, the sun comes shining through. But when you cry, you bring up the rain. So stop your sighing and be happy again when you're smiling. When you're smiling, why the whole world smiles with you. When I was a little child, I understood right away that the only way to look at life was the smiling way, because all the great people I heard about and I read about were all smiling people, gentle people. And for us, entertainers, when we come on the stage, we have to smile to make friends with the audience. We cannot come and look at you like that, you see. It would mean nothing, you see. But what is awful is a phony smile, you see. Those people who smile with the lips and could kill you with the eyes, you see. Something a little bit like this, you see. You've seen people smile like this. When you're smiling, you know, madame, when I smile at you, you smile at me, that's natural. When you're laughing, when you're laughing, well, if you laugh like other people have to laugh when you want, but when you're crying, bring up the rain. So stop your sighing and be happy again when you're smiling. When you're smiling, why the whole world smiles with you and you and you and you and you and you. Yeah. And now, ladies and gentlemen, may I present once again the lovely Jane Powell.
Oh, that was just wonderful. You know, you are the most amazing person I know. It is so hard for me to believe, and I'm sure it's the same for everyone else, that you're celebrating your 64th year in show business this year, and you're still way up there.
You know, Jane, don't point too high. You see? No, but I think it's because I really, honestly love it more than anything else in the world. You see, I don't know, I have a feeling that I was born to entertain people. People in my country, people in America, and people all over the world, you see?
And everybody loves you.
Some people can get a thrill, knitting sweater, sitting still. That's okay for some people who don't know they're alive. Some people can thrive and bloom, living life in a living room. That's perfect for some people of 105. But I at least gotta try. When I think of all the sights that I gotta see yet, all the places I gotta play, all the things that I gotta be yet, gotta hurry, be on my way.
I love the way you think. I love the things you do.
Oh, that's very nice.
I mean, I like the likes of you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, no one wears a straw hat like you.
I love your eyes of blue.
I think they're blue, don't you?
Oh, yes. I mean, I love your eyes of blue.
You're a darling.
Oh, dear, if I could only say what I mean.
You only mean what you say.
I do. That means I mean to say what I mean to say.
I like the likes of you. Your looks are pure deluxe.
Oh, you Frenchmen, you're all.
Looks like I like the likes of.
Look like I love the lifestyle.
Looks like we both agree that we
and he's gonna die. When I think of all the sights that I gotta see yet,
all the places I gotta play.
all the things that I gotta be yet.
Come on, Jenny, what do you say?
People and he can dance, playing bingo and paying the rent. A peachy for some people.
For some drum people to be.
Oh, you're amazing. But some people ain't me.
And me.
Not he.
Not she.
No, siree.
Oui, oui. Some people ain't me.
Meet a modern denture wearer. She's cleaned years off her dental plates with the power. The new penetrating power in Polydent. Every day her mirror tells her that Polydent cleans like no toothpaste can.
Here's why. Polident's new penetrating power cleans thoroughly. Watch. Toothpaste can leave behind bacteria and food particles that cause denture breath. Polident's new penetrating power washes away food particles and kills odor-causing bacteria. Keeps your breath fresh. And another thing, stains may build up in tiny denture scratches. But Polident's new penetrating power helps whiten away yellowing stains. Keeps your smile bright, natural. Not surprising, dentists surveyed recommend Polident 9-to-1 over any toothpaste. It works. Now, Polident is also in tablet form. New Polident tablets, effervescent for powerful cleaning. Try them. New Polident Denture Cleanser tablets.
You've been wonderful, ladies and gentlemen, and I've enjoyed being here in the Hollywood Palace. Tomorrow I leave for Paris. I return there every so often to brush up on my accent, you see. I hope I'll see you again on my next trip. Au revoir.
This portion of the Hollywood Palace has been brought to you by Polident, new power for denture wearers. The power of Polident, a new effervescent power to clean years off dentures. And by dependable ever-ready batteries with power to spare. And 612, the insect repellent that acts like an instant mosquito net. Next week, Centuries, the Half Brothers, Jackie Leonard, Ted Lewis, Dean Martin Jr., Desi Arnaz Jr., and Billy Henchy, Johnny Paleo, Fred Roby, and your host, Tony Martin. This has been a repeat of an earlier telecast. This is Dick Tufeld speaking.
What's new under the sun? A new daytime television show. Exciting locations and top recording stars. It's Where the Action Is.
Let me take you where the action is, baby.
These are some of the places where young people go to have fun. You'll visit these spots and be entertained by today's top recording stars because this is
where the action is. Dance, dance, dance when you hear that beat. Dance, 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 get up off of your seat. Dance, 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 let your backbone slip. Let's go to the spot on the Sunset Strip.
Follow the show that's always on the go. Watch today's top entertainers perform Where the Action Is.
Don't sit at home just twiddling your thumbs. You can't resist the sound of the driving drum.
Barbed wire edge of trouble. Berlin, Korea, Southeast Asia. Crowded camp towns of America. Teeming foreign ports. Who remembers the lonely soldier far from home? Who is there to tell him you care? USO is there. Warmth and friendship, fun and laughter. A haven in a hostile world. But USO is there only if you care. Give to civilian-supported USO through your local United Fund or community chest.